Hi everyone, so we will be sharing about what is play therapy. But before we start, let me introduce myself and my friends. So I'm Vanessa. My other teammates is Tan Kai Bing, Cho Sing Yuan, Lee Cha Yun, and Yong Sing Yi. So what is play therapy? Play therapy is a therapy for children that may not be able to express or to process their own emotion or to articulate problem with their parents or to the other adults like teachers. So through play, children learn new coping mechanism and learn how to redirect inappropriate behavior. In past research, according to Court 1995, they have investigated the effectiveness of non-directive play therapy with the children that have witnessed the domestic violence. So these children in the treatment group have found significantly reduced externalizing behavior problems and significantly reduction in their total behavior problem.
Hello, I'm Tan Kai Bing. So now I'm going to present the history of play therapy. In early 19th, Simon Freud published little hints about therapeutic use of play, while in middle 19th, three of them also began implement play therapy into their psychological practice with children. And after that, there are many types of play therapy was developed, such as non-directive play therapy, active play, or release therapy, and so on. There are three principles in the play therapies. First one is the actualization. They believe that human beings have a natural opportunity to develop constructive and healthy capabilities. For the second is the need for positive regard in common. Everyone needs the warmth, respect, and acceptance from others, especially from the significant others. And the third one is play as communication. Play is a form of conveying children's emotion and their thoughts and their values and the ideas.
Hello everyone, I'm Yong Sing Yi. So how does play therapy works? There are 7 therapeutic stages in play therapy. The first one is intake interview. This is where the therapy have their first meeting with the child to understand the child's early development and current functioning. The second one is pre-treatment assessment. Therapists will use some tools such as reading skill, questionnaire, and also drawing to understand the child's difficulties. The third one is introduction phase. In the first few sessions, therapists will allow the children to get used to the playroom, the whole therapy process, and the environment. The following stage is tentative acceptance. In this stage, we will notice that the child's positive changes, such as feel eager to counseling, excited about the interaction with counselor, and also look forward to enter the playroom. The fifth stage is negative reaction phase. Children in this stage will modify their own behavior and engage new healthy behaviors. The next stage is growth. This is the most important and longest part in the session, where the children will understand their difficulties better and learn how to resolve them. The last stage is termination phase. The session ends when the child behavior and emotional functioning is stable.
Hi, I'm Lee Cha Yun. I've listed down 5 types of play therapy. First type is purpose of other toys for purpose for parenting. The therapist will use baby bottle toys to help the children to reduce their resentment of their new siblings. Second, creative art technique. Play will use to reduce their stress. Third, interpret drawing for emotional content. The color which using by the client during drawing will represent their feeling. Fourth type, imagery and fantasy technique. The therapy will use guided imagery to help the client to figure out a happier ending for their nightmare. Lastly, the dramatic role play and sample will be used by the therapy during treatment.
So after knowing the introduction of what is play therapies and also the types of plays, now we are going to move into the importance and benefits of play therapy. So why are play therapy so important and what are the benefits they bring to the children who go through this therapy? So first of all, play can relieve their stress and boredom. and also can increase the child's from a lot of perspective. For example, can increase their abilities to express their emotion through play. For example, if they don't get the toys they like, then they cry, and then they can increase their self-expression. They will ask if they want the toys, and self-knowledge, self-actualization, and self-efficacies. And also increase their independence, problem-solving, and creative thinkings. At the same time, their social skills and the abilities to respect the others will be also increased, and also decrease their undesirable behaviors and regulate their own behavior. Besides that, they will also have strong relationship with their families members through play. So what are play and why is it so important? Because play are actually universe and is actually the ways of children learn, essential to their health developments, media of communications within the play, and also ways of children's coping in his worlds. And play is actually one of the children language. So that is all for the importance or benefits of play therapy.
The reason why we choose play therapy as our topic is because we think that it is an interesting topic. It allows us to learn more about its working function and also principles. Besides that, we want to investigate how the therapists use different types of play with strategically during their giving the treatment to patients to promote specific treatment outcomes.
The third reason play therapy is chosen for us to study is because play is universal and is common among all the children, no matter you are from rich family or from a poor family. Every children's play, and we are curious on how it works in terms of psychological treatments, and also want to study how play therapies works in behavior changings and how it affects the social interaction among the children.
The reason for choosing play therapy is children communicate through their play and use to explore and integrate issues that may be hard to put into words. It is interesting to learn how play can help these children, especially with disability, to improve their life. Play therapy provides trauma-informed and supportive ways that help us to gain more about the children. And at the same time, we also help them to recover.
Play therapy is an interesting therapy, even though the therapy using a lot of games or toys during treatment, but can function well for adults and even elderly people. Next, play therapy can help the children to overcome their problems by playing games, which can avoid the feeling of nervous, and they might feel relaxed during treatment. Unlike any other types of therapies, the children might feel they undergo treatment.
We are interested to study play therapy because this mode of intervention allows the children to express themselves in their own language, which freely and naturally express both what pleases and bothers them. And why we need to study play therapy? Because nowadays many research suggests that this is an effective mental health approach, regardless the age, gender, or nature of the problem, and it works best with a parent, family member, or caretaker when involved in the treatment process.
Both are the importance point of play therapies and also the reason why we study this topic. Thank you for your time and stay safe.